Ni hao, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast for Sisters Who Makes Waves Season 3 or Ride the Wave Season 3. Thank you guys for coming back. We're episode, Aneesa, what episode are we on? Episode
4.
4? Yes, 4. Where this time they changed the teams a little bit. They chose their songs for the second round. And we got to figure out who got rank 1 from the audience votes. So I think that was a lot on one episode, I think.
Yeah, it was.
So just to recap, so they said that they were mixed up the teams, and the ones who were leaders from the last round, if they didn't win their round, then they would get reshuffled as regular members.
Mm-hmm.
And that gave open space to a new leader.
Mm-hmm.
Which was Jessica. She got the first rank 1 from the audience votes.
Yeah, exactly. Because one of the leaders, I think, was actually eliminated. So only one more leader was added, which was Jessica.
So they added that. And from there, I forget, I wrote it down because their names are kind of similar. It's like Ningjing, and then there's like...
Yeah, Ningjing is the blonde short hair.
Yes, I remember her. Then Na Ying, so it's like a little similar. But they decided to kind of switch it up, and they got to shuffle over who they want on their team. Because I remember Jessica's on team 2 with Na Ying. But
Jessica was at Ningjing from the beginning.
She was? Uh-huh. Oh, so she stayed.
Yeah, she stayed with Ningjing.
Okay, so it came off to me as though, like, because Ningjing was like, we're a team, right? So it made it seem like she wasn't a part of that team. So my apologies. So I was like confused. So Jessica stayed with
Ningjing.
This
thing Ningjing.
Ningjing. And then the second leaders went to Na Ying.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third leader I don't know if she kept her state, but she went to Ningjing. And then the last woman, who I understand why Ningjing didn't choose her, because she wants strong vocalists on her team.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that woman's like an actress or like something.
She was like a comedian.
Yeah, so she's like in the other side of entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, and like Ningjing's very vocal. She's like, we need a singer, and she chose Rose.
Yeah,
but I think, which makes sense, because Na Ying was like, oh, Rose wasn't, giving her best since round 1, and I'm like, are we watching the same show? Because Rose was the best on her team.
Yes, and I'm glad that Ningjing knew that. She was like, we're keeping Rose.
Because I was hoping, this is going to be all over the place, I was hoping Rose got to be put in the monster team, because I think her vocals would be really good for that song. I don't know what team she got put on, but I know it's not the monster team. I was hoping her and Jessica were going to be on that monster team.
Yeah. No, Jessica wouldn't be in monster, because it seems like they'll stick Jessica on the dance.
She's on the dance team. She's on the team. I just wanted to hear Jessica sing monster, because I thought her voice and Rose would have been interesting. But that's just my selfish want. But
I think the problem is that monster was, it's a 2-man song.
Yeah.
And I feel like that song would be great if it was a lot of people. But
I thought that I would have wanted to be a lot of people, but I was in my head, I saw like Rose like and Jessica singing. I don't know. I need Wild Rose again.
I think you just want Jessica and Rose's vocals together.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Yes.
And then Rose was talking about when they're like the dance. She's like, oh yeah, I love the dance. Did you see Rose whacking?
When they were trying to teach, I don't know what was going on.
No, she's like, the woman came into their room and she said, did you pick that song? And they're like, yeah. And then Rose was like doing a like celebratory dance. And I was like, what is this?
We need more of that.
I don't know why. Maybe because like I just accepted what the show was. I really enjoyed this episode.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because it's the first episode when they were choosing songs. I was like, I don't get it. But then I'm just like, I don't quite like how they choose songs, but it is entertaining from a like viewer perspective to see them fight for it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
It is. When I was watching it, at least from the first episode, I was like, is kind of, I didn't like it at first, but this episode, I actually enjoy the process more because it feels more balanced. Because I know in shows like Produce and Girls Planet, like they kind of go by ranking. People who are in the top ranks can always choose their members easily. They can choose the song they want. So it kind of gives them like a free ride to the finale, you know? This one, it's a little bit more balanced, you know? It's actually, not even a little bit. I feel like it's a lot more balanced. The only way to make it straight up balanced is just completely shuffle the teams. Completely, you know?
And I liked the flower system in this episode much better than the first go round, because the flowers didn't really make sense in the first time, but then it was like the flowers represent the members, and it's like, you know, they're choosing, like that made made more sense to me. What else? Jessica was awesome this episode. Like,
she was really good. She was like
a good leader, right?
Yeah, she was a great leader. I was worried because like she can't speak Chinese.
But a lot of the women in that show know enough English. Yeah. They'll respond in like a little English, a little Chinese, and Jessica knows a little Chinese and a lot of English, so they're able to like work that out. And even though I think Jessica knows more than she lets on, because I think her boyfriend is Chinese.
Yeah, he's from Hong Kong.
So like I'm sure that he's taught her something, not putting her personal life into it, but that does play a part into it. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I'm sure she knows a lot. Yeah, I mean, you know, when you learn a language, it's kind of embarrassing to speak it at first, even if you can understand what people are saying. Like speaking it is just something else, you know. No,
for sure. So I think she's able to communicate more than but like the collective we give her credit for. Yeah, she's awesome, and I liked how they trust her judgment, because she was like, oh, this song sounds better, like, or this song has a cool vibe. Like, I'm glad the opposite team got the more like retro dance song. Mm-hmm. Even though it'd been cool to see Jessica whack, like I don't think that song will get the audience like what's the word? Like get them excited for the song. Yeah. And I think Jessica will be able to lead the sexy dance better. I don't know if you remember that song title.
I don't remember the name of that song. I just remember it was really cool.
Yeah, I know our viewers will know the song. I'm glad they did not get that first song, Mimi. That Mimi song was kind of dry.
Yeah, I honestly the main ones I'm looking forward to are the two dancing songs.
Oh, really?
And then Monster.
Okay, because I'm like,
but if Monster only because like in Monster, they have Cindy doing that. And I was like, okay, so that's the one. I thought
her name was Sitar.
I mean, I think it's both of them. No. Oh. Yeah, I think it's both of them, Cindy and Tan Weiwei or Sitar.
Yeah. She has that traditional voice.
Well, she can really sing, and she has a cool vibe that fits that song.
But she has that traditional voice where she hit that note, and I was like, ooh, I like this. It was good.
Yeah, she'll be fine. But for Cindy, like she mostly does like really cute.
Oh, wasn't she? Yeah, she was the Oh My Girl.
Yeah, the Oh My Girl one who's wearing the school outfit. The school.
She needed to change. Outfit. She needed to change that. She needed to be old school sister. Like she needed to be shady girl. She needed to be an airplane stewardess, and then I would have been like, that's fine.
I think she's gonna be really good at this song.
She can sing too.
Yeah.
I just like Sitar's voice because she was like, Maywa. And I was like, ooh. I was like, ooh. I like when traditional vocalists do something that's not like bring that skill to a completely different type. Like it's giving me Rose and Wild Rose, where like this 80s singer is singing this rap song, and I'm like, great.
Yes, but then it sounds so good.
That's why I'm thinking this is going to be like a part 2 to that. Yeah. And like I'm open to other people giving me like entertainment, because I'm realizing that I like more of these women than I thought I was going to. Yes. Because I think I love how like they're older, but they're just acting up.
Yeah, they're having a good time there.
And they're having a good time. They're feeding them well. That milk's giving them energy.
The milk and the chocolate bar.
The chocolate straw. And I'm starting to like the former champions. It's making more sense now that the former champions are just kind of like there to lead the teams, but they themselves are just competing for like fun. Yeah. But they won't be a part of the group. They're just there to like add a little like structure.
Exactly.
But that was kind of, I think the show itself is figuring out what they want to do this season, which makes sense, like, because they're changing the game a little bit. I think from what I understand, this season's much different from the last two. Yeah. So I like it. I don't really have anything negative to say. It was fun seeing the dance team for the whacking song.
Oh my gosh, they're so. Someone said, "Oh, that team is beautiful. They're all 5'6" and taller." And I'm just like, is that why they look so good?
It was Naeem.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because she was like, that was her team. That was those girls are on her side. So she was like looking to make sure, like, she couldn't give them any critique. Like, if it was singing, she'd be able to give like thought. But she came in there. She's like, oh, great. I don't have to do anything. And so, like, she was like, this great. They're all over 5'6". They're all like this body type. They're all beautiful. And I love the shot where they all are walking together.
Yeah.
And I was like, I saw what she saw. So that was really cool.
Oh, they're gonna look so good on stage.
They're gonna look good. Like, and that was just like a rough run through of the dance. And I was like, I couldn't learn that song that fast. In our dance group, we'd be like, I'm still stuck on this part. So yeah, what else happened? I'm just trying to recap with my memory. Jessica with her team, and like there's a lot of English in that song.
Yeah. And they had the one member trying to say feeling.
But now
she has a good voice, but it's like the way that she reads the English, she really needs a lot of help.
She was making feeling into one word. I'm good right now.
It reminds me of those TikToks. There's a bunch of TikToks. I don't know the account, but there's this one account that's like, and it's actually like a Chinese teacher, like teaching English to Chinese speakers. And they're like, hey, I know the word is spelled like feeling, but don't say it like that. This is how you actually say it. And it's like, Jessica has to break it down just like that. Like, don't read the word. I'm telling you how to
say it. Yeah, no,
and don't try to make sense of it either. Just say it like
got good. They improved. It was just like, I think, and I can relate too, because when you're something new, right? Like, you kind of laugh. And like, I think it's just like, especially for us with like maybe Spanish or something, like, where it's like, we'll try it and be like, oof, that was terrible. And they're just cracking up, and just like, no, try again. I want to win. I think Jessica's definitely there to play the game. And I like how she's playing the game. Like, she's not tearing anyone down. She's playing a fair game. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so she's like, no, we can do this. Like, we just need to try. Mm-hmm. But I loved her as captain. She was a captain for the whole, like Ninjing team, I think.
I hope she stays captain, because I like seeing her
in that role.
Team.
Yeah. And I like her critique. Like, she's like, I'm going to practice on my own, but you need to practice with these women. Like, for 2 hours, this is what you need to do. And he didn't even question it. He's like, okay.
No, I love that, because a lot of times, like, practices, like, people just waste time, like, just doing things. I'm just like, okay, she like makes sense. She's logical. She's like, we're gonna make use of our time properly. If we keep practicing together, it's gonna waste time. We need to make sure we get our parts individually and come together. I'm just like,
but I think, again, when you have 9 or 8 other members and you've had that Girls' Generation experience, and when you've been at the top, like on the highest level of girl group, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I think Jessica's one of the more older members, so I'm sure she in like older members and the lead singer, like along with Taeyong. So of course she's going to have like that leader mentality. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, I can relate with her in some respect, like where I'm kind of like somewhat no nonsense as well. I'm just like, all right, like this is what we have. This is the time we have. Let's just do it. Mm-hmm. So that was cool. And I don't know if I'm forgetting anything.
Yeah. Did you see Sarah wearing Rose's wig?
Yes, I was like, first when I saw her, I was like, why does Rose look young? and then she was loving it. She was living. And then they showed the pictures of Rose, and she was like, oh, your style has not changed. Yes. And I was like, so when you find what works for you, why touch it?
Yeah.
And what's funny is Rose looks good. Like, she looks the same from the 80s a little bit. Like when she had her bob, her natural bob. Mm-hmm. I was like, wow, she looks the same. Is honestly her stage wig that gives her something.
I know, like, when they had these little moments in Queendom, we were like, can we just move on?
Yes.
But in this show, I loved that little moment when they were showing everyone like from the 90s, you know, like their past. I'm just like, oh, this is so cute.
I think it's because we like these women more. Yeah. And you know, it's funny. I don't even know these women other than Jessica. I think it's the vibe is different. I think it's like these women are like 30, 40, 50. They're just, or Rose 60. And they're just kind of just like, most of these women are here for a good time.
Yeah.
Like, and they're not like, they're competitive, but not in a nasty way. Like when the woman got, like the last leader got picked for last, she's like, I understand why you got picked, why I got picked. This is a great group of girls. Like, I'm happy to just be, you know, in the mix. Like, everyone's gonna do a good performance. And I was like, this is kind of wholesome and I like that.
Yeah.
Like, it was nice. I don't know. I like this episode more than I expected. As the episode went on, after they decided who was leading what team, it got really good. Like the rooms, and I loved how the woman she was like, I can't take this. I'm going into the opposite team. Like, we need to figure this out. She said, did you choose this song? And like, yes. And she's like, ah. And then I can't get over how Rose looked in the camera. She said, like, started doing this like kind of dance. And I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
And yeah, that was cute. It was cute when they were showing pictures of the 90s because they're like, oh, we have a quote from you, Rose, when you were asked if you do movies, and you said, oh no, I wouldn't do movies. Like, I don't want to be anyone but myself or whatever she said. And I'm like, and she's like, yeah, it's true, I wouldn't. And then they're like, you sound just like her. And then they cut to the girl wearing her wig, and she's just like giving her life. And I'm just like, a mess. I can picture how that conversation went. She's like, Rose, you got 5 wigs, but I want the Shaka Khan one.
Yes.
I want your stage wig. But that's all I think I have to say about this episode. It was just fun.
Can I bring up the shady moment that they had with the twins, Gillian and Charlene? And they asked them like, oh, do you guys ever fight? And they're like, no, we don't fight. And people were like, really? And they're like, yeah, I think being in a duo is easier than being in a group. And then they flash to Jessica, and Jessica's like, just like, girl. Oh my gosh. It's funny because before they even flashed to Jessica, I was thinking, oh, I know Jessica is agreeing with them right now. And then it flashed to her like nodding aggressively, like, yes, being in a group is hard.
Chew to her book. I can't wait for her Netflix movie to come out.
With Crystal, yeah.
But that's all I have to say. I don't have anything messy. This episode, which started dry, but came out actually more entertaining than I expected.
Yeah, I mean, it was a chill episode, so you know we always have more to say for the performances.
I can't wait.
Did anyone else stand out to you this episode besides Rose, though? If you want to quickly drop.
Guitar sound good.
Oh yeah.
Cindy sounded good. The whole dance team was good. The whacking team.
Yeah.
The black hair champion from season 2. She was fun. She can't dance. She only sounds good on stage. So every time she was singing Monster, she's like, whoa. And then the other girl was like, girl, what are you doing? This show is just messy in the best way.
Yeah.
It's just
but I told you it would be like that too.
I had to warm up to it.
Yeah.
It was just a bunch of middle-aged women just having a good time. And I think because majority of them don't really they don't need this.
Yes.
They're just like, you know.
I like that because there's still pressure to put on a good show. And
for the stage.
Yeah, exactly, for the stage. And, you know, no one really wants to get eliminated. But also, if they get eliminated, it's not, I mean, yes, there will be tears, but it's not like,
they'll be eliminated and they'll go to their really lovely home.
Yes, exactly.
Or go see their child, you know what I mean, or their husband or whatever.
Marichi getting eliminated in Girls Planet and then crying to her mom and dad because she couldn't debut in Korea, and she literally dropped her college acceptance to go to Girls Planet. But that's okay. We're on happier vibes now in this show.
Until Girls Planet 2020 whatever, and then we're back. When we're back, and then we're gonna be just in turmoil again.
Yeah.
But on off note, congratulations to Shinwei on her movie debut.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Good for her. I mean, I wish we could see her dancing and doing idol things, especially Korean idol things.
But I think she made a wise decision because she was getting popular in China already. She was doing a lot of variety shows.
Mm-hmm.
Her face was like fresh. So like Yehua making her an actress. Well, not them making her actress, but like her deciding to go down that path. Like I can't be mad at her. Like you have to go with like what's available in the moment. And like a movie, debuting in a movie, not a web series, not a TV show. She's a movie star. I think she's a supporting actress, but like
that's still good though.
For her first
run
out, like she was doing little commercials, so now she's a movie actress.
Yeah.
Like there are women in the Chinese like entertainment media that are fighting for those type of roles, and she got it her first. She's debuting in a movie. Like she's doing a lot better. She's gonna make no offense. Yeah, it's true. She's gonna make more money than Kepler. Let's be honest. If this movie does well,
yeah,
So I know she's living big in that Shanghai apartment or wherever she's chilling in. I think they do a lot of entertainment in Beijing. So I'm sure Beijing. She's the Beijing. She is now the Beijing Cuba. I call it every time. But that's all I have to say. This was fun.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts?
No, I mean, I'm really looking forward to the Whacking Team and of course seeing Jessica again, but really is the Whacking Team that I want to see. Like, especially the one with the short hair. I think she's on that team. And she is. Acting one last time.
I didn't know she was a dancer.
Yeah, same. I didn't know. I might have to go back and watch her first stage and see what she did.
And she's center, I think. She was in the center.
Oh, she's a good center because she has a really nice face. Like her face.
Yeah, I know she sells those auntie clothes.
She has a good face for that.
I know she sells those auntie makeups.
Yes, all the makeup. And that short hair too. Yeah.
They like that look over there.
Shoot, I like that look.
Yeah. What else I'm about to say? The only songs I'm not looking forward to are all the acting singing songs are slow.
Yeah.
Like, but they're going to look good in the ruins. But I'm just like, I hope they're better than the last round one.
Yeah.
Especially the one where it felt like a winter song. I was, you know what I'm talking about. That was dry. I was like,
yeah.
And it just felt back to back slow songs. And I'm like, y'all need to pace this out. Like, but you know what? They're not going to. There's going to be acting versus acting, dance versus dance. Like,
I'm okay with that though.
It's better. It's better than that than like Girls Planet, where they're like, oh, so there's all these singing songs, and then the dance one wins, and I'm like, where does that make any sense?
Yeah. Yep. I think that's everything. Though.
That's everything. So thank you guys for tuning in. We love you guys so much. Tune in for next week's episode. We'll be back here reviewing it. And we love you guys so much. Again. Bye.